Peace, fam. What good? It's your man, Ocean and Gold, man. The freedom fight continue. We back at it. Very much appreciate your time for being here. You know, let's build, man. Now, I want to speak on. I want to kind of issue a warning, man. This is very much a warning that need to be heeded, need to be taken seriously. You know, we headed into the holiday season, and all of this scrambling around that people been doing for the last few years, running out to the Black Friday sales and, just offering yourself up to all of this chaos, knowing damn well that the world is not getting any nicer. It's getting more and more crazy every day, man. So, I kind of been here at this point for a minute as far as feeling this way, but today is the day that I want to address this subject, man. This subject of human trafficking / kidnapping of the black woman and the black child, man. Organ harvesting, sex trafficking, modern day slavery, all of this shit is being conducted right up under our noses, man, And I looked at a video yesterday from a young lady, man, who actually, maybe you've seen this video or not, but you should go look at it. Now, what happened with this lady was her car broke down, so she needed to get to work, right? So she decided to take a lift for her old man or her daddy, whoever. Somebody told her to take a lift to work. So this young lady, when she get in the lift, she minding her business as a lift passenger in the back. She on her phone call or whatever. So by the time she look up, she realized, like, this dude not going the correct way to my job or whatever, okay? So she questioning, like, what's up? You taking all the wrong turns? And he told her, he basically ignored her and told her he know what he doing. He following the app or whatever. But instead of taking her to work, he take her to a warehouse. Well, another dude pull up in the car and he go unlock the gate at the warehouse and signaling the dude to pull on in. So at this point in time, she already in a panic, in a state of emergency in her body. She in fight or flight mode. So she see her opportunity to take flight. She get out the back seat and take off running and call the police the correct way. What she supposed to do. She called the police, right? So in the midst of her calling the police, well, after she called the police, but in the midst of her waiting on the police, she did what most of us would probably, some of us would be strong enough in this moment to. She decided to go live on her Facebook or whatever and tell her story. That basically, I'm sorry, I hope you ain't see my audio right here, but if you did, you ought to love it anyway. But she decided to go live on her Facebook Live and tell her story or whatever, just issuing a warning that this shit is really going on out here in the world today. People are snatching you up and kidnapping you for real. Somebody just made an attempt on my life or on her life, only to get pushback on the fact they trying to make her look like a clout chaser, right? A clout chaser. Who the fuck? It is people who probably done did it before, but this lady was so, she was dead ass for real. You could hear it in her tone of voice. You could see it in her face and her eyes. This shit just happened to her. So for her to get a lot of pushback so much pushback to the point that she had to come back and do other lies following up, telling motherfuckers that damn, I wish I hadn't even went live and shared my experience with y'all motherfuckers to come up on it, y'all unjust ass judgment for a situation, a real life situation that she just went through. So she got all kind of people coming on her shit, telling her that she full of shit. So that just let me know that the state of the world that we in, man. Yes. That's the gas. That's the good. My heart, that's sweaty a little bit. But for her to have to come back and do another live and address so many motherfuckers who continually want to come on her shit and asking her details about it, and if she don't get right back with them, they telling her she full of shit. And like I totally understood what she's saying. Like y'all treat her like a motherfucking, like she worked for Facebook and it's her job to keep on updating y'all and keep on reliving a very, very dramatic day, time, hour, moment in her life. Like, you know, she don't owe y'all no whole bunch of explanations. She didn't even owe y'all to come on and give you a heartfelt warning that this shit was going on, but she felt inclined. And like she said, the beautiful thing about what the lady said was that she know that she doing God work. So that's, you know, that's what give her the strength to keep going on. But she got a family to tend to in a life that she trying to get back on a normal track. And it's damn near impossible when you coming under attack for reporting a actual attack that you've been under. So I felt for that lady, and I'm here to tell you right now, man, this shit is something that must be taken serious, man. These motherfuckers coming up with new and more creative tactics to snatch your ass up off the street every day. They putting they going as far as putting shit on your windshield. So when you come back to your car from the grocery store and you get the shit out the windshield, they injecting you with some shit that's paralyzing you, and so they can snatch you up and kidnap your ass. And it's all, they got a lot of different strategies, man. So it's time to definitely be aware of our surroundings. It's time to, when you pulling up at these places, nowhere, ladies and children, at this point in 2019, headed to the holiday season and moving forward, not for a few days, not for a few months, not for a few years, but moving forward forever, to me, as long as we fighting against this devil that I call white supremacy. But it's also, it's white supremacy, but it's players that look like me and you that's tied deep into this shit. But I still call it white supremacy because the end goal of white supremacy is, you know, ridding the world of the people that built the world, that they got to build the world for free, and that's the black man. And that's by any means necessary. And this is definitely part of a plan to just genocide. You got I think they say, like, man, it's such an extreme number. I don't even remember, but it's definitely in the 70,000s or maybe 250,000 black women missing right now. These ain't little children, bro. These just women, female gender. That's like the hottest commodity on the street right now. Like, it's going, like I said earlier, they got a lot of different reasons for snatching these women up off the street. Some of them becoming sex slaves. Some of them getting their organs cut out of them and harvested. Some of them just for the hell of just raping you right here on the spot. So it's very, very, very concerning to me And it's very detrimental that these people, these women and the children are not going out at night by themselves, not to the gas station right quick, not to Walmart. This shit happen. It's not only organ harvesting, but I think another Walmart got shot up in what was it? Maybe Arizona or Oklahoma or some shit. But they still they hadn't stopped doing mass shootings either. Okay? They still doing them shits on once a week or probably or even more regular rate than that. So they still doing that shit. It's dangerous out there, man. And a man can't stop a fucking everything neither. But see, at least if you got that male figure with you, it make you look like less of a soft target. And that's what they gon' see. These people they willing to risk everything but their own safety. So, and some of them even really willing to risk that, to be totally honest about it. But for the most part, they not coming at hard targets. They looking at shit that they can do and get away with and get the fuck on and do it again. So they looking at children and women as soft targets, and they making their moves on them. They snatching them up, bro. They doing this shit. I'm hearing like 1,000 women go missing every day. Just disappear from the face of the earth. These is mothers, sisters, aunties, cousins, girlfriends. These women going missing every day. Wives. The people that you know what I'm saying? Either way you look at it, it get closer and closer to home, man. So these are threats. These are threats to mankind that must be taken the opposite of lightly, man. You got to take this shit for, it's a life or death situation. So it come down to when you pulling up at in these places, looking at the cars that's you parking next to, and taking a mental account or who next to you, and definitely when you are, how am I trying to say this? Definitely not just free nilly-willy out to your car you park next to the van and shit. This is shit that you got to be watching out for, sister of mine and brother of mine. This is shit that we got to be protecting our women from, man. And I understand liberation, and I understand women's rights and the woman right to be independent and all of that. But at the end of the day, you messing around with not being here. You messing around with getting moved totally out of your element and possibly placed in an element that's horrific. Who the fuck wanna go from this small amount of freedom that we got to being a motherfucker slave? So this is real shit, man. This is shit that's affecting our community, man. That's why I even feel inclined to come on here and speak about it and just let you know that this is something that you got to be aware of, man. It's a real epidemic, much worse than the opioid epidemic to me, because it's dealing with something that ain't no choice of yours. You choose to do, I don't even know how you get opioids in your system. What is it, a pill or something, I guess? I don't do the shit. But you don't choose to get snatched up off the street. So this is much worse than that shit. And it's mainly affecting us, man. So let's not be so tied up in the entertainment aspect of life to the point that we can't see the real shit, the real threats that's attacking us daily. I ain't even touched on a lot of other real threats in this video because I wanted to dedicate this time specifically to addressing these young ladies. And fellas, this is a message that you got to take heed to, and it's a message that you got to push to your woman. You ain't got to tell your woman to click on my video, but you need to express to your woman that it's time to be extra, extra safe. It's time to get pistols and mace in our women's on our women personally and have them adept to using them motherfuckers. Yes, I'm talking to myself too, of course. The video is always for me first. Remember, if you fuck with me, you know that. But the video is always for me first. So let's just take heed to the warning, man. It's a lot of warning signs out there. And there's a lot of bad people in the world, man. As much as you and I try to be the best version of ourselves, you got people that try just as diligently to be the worst version of themselves. People who don't have any spirituality at all. So they soulless in a sense. So whatever they doing in their mind don't affect their soul's travel. So they willing to give it all up right here on this earth. So these people are in the mix of us every day. We work with these people. We see them at the basketball game or wherever the fuck we at. So that lead me back to, you know what I'm saying, the beginning of the video with all this Black Friday and shit. This is a warning about that also. Man, don't be piled up in these crowded ass stores on Black Friday, man. So a motherfucker can just come in and just, take a sweep of the store and hit 96 motherfuckers before you get to them. I guarantee you that's on somebody's agenda. Sooner or later is attacking one of these Black Friday sales, man. So let's be careful, man. Anyway, it's your boy Ocean and Ghost. I'm always gonna tell the truth on here. This is definitely my truth on this situation. Take heed to the warning. I appreciate your time. Come back again. We'll do this shit again. We out.